Okay, we are live. Let me share it to the Facebook page right now. I don't have him on Facebook. That's the thing. Yeah, he needs to add me. I'm trying to make sure. Huh? It's on Facebook. It's on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. Something. Are you still there? I'm Cody Brock here with Will Vincent. How are you doing? Wait a minute, I can't hear you. Will, can you say something? Check and see if your mic's muted or something. He probably has to rejoin again. Yeah, he's gonna have to rejoin again. But I want to thank y'all for tuning in here for Cougar Talk. This is our first show. I don't know why I've been keep putting it off, but this is our first show and I'm excited about it.
Oh my god.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in today for Cougar Talk. His room is like dark right now because of that blue light. But
Here, I'll turn it off.
there we go. Now we can see well. So how's your day been?
It's been eventful. You know, got to go to school, then practice after. Then you got to run around after practice, do some stuff, and then come home.
So are you ready for this game Friday?
I'm ready. I'm ready for it, and we've been prepared for it pretty good the past couple of days. And I think we're going to give them a good run for their money.
What does this rivalry game mean to you and the team?
Well, it's a big deal for us, especially when the other team, you know, they sit there and they'll talk about how, you know, we lose our O line and how we're not good and how up front we're not, you know, what we were and how they're going to stop the run on us, and you know that really makes us mad. And I think I'm speaking for the whole team when I say this, that we're ready for what they're going to throw at us, and we're coming.
Uh, how does the intensity of preparation change when facing your biggest rival?
I mean, it varies. We didn't do good in the past couple of scrimmages. We had some issues, which is what scrimmages are good at. You know, fixing things. Yeah, it's basically, you know, a game paced practice. And from what we went through in the scrimmages, we had fixed a bunch of stuff that we had a bunch of issues, and we're ready to come back and, you know, show people that the Cougars didn't go nowhere.
What are the key factors that will determine the outcome of this game?
Well, the key factors are going to have to be, you know, we got to make some movement up front. You know, they got two big guys on their team, Hunter Kinzer and Braden Curtis. I mean, there's some big guys, and our offensive line's just got to be able to move them. And then, you know, on top of that, our backfield on defense, we got to stay deep, and we just got to have good coverage in the backfield, and we got to hold our guys up front accountable, not jump off sides, you know, just be disciplined.
How do you handle the added pressure and emotions that come with a rivalry game?
I mean, everybody handles it different. I tend to take it in a way where it's when I'm at practice, I need to focus on, you know, what's going on there and then to prepare myself for what's ahead of me. You know, I just like to keep a clear mind through it all.
What do you think will be the most challenging aspect of playing against this particular team?
Honestly, their quarterback, he's a pretty fast guy. I feel like if we put too much pressure on him, he could roll out of the pocket on us. But I feel like the most challenging part for me, at least, is having to play against some pretty big dudes. Braden and Hunter. I mean they're both. I mean they got to be pushing about 300 each. So
Yeah. Um. We're getting ready to talk about the upcoming season because that's coming up. Because our first game is this Friday, and what time is that game?
I can't remember, to be honest. I mean, through practices and everything, I don't really focus on when the game is. I just focus on what I'm going to do during the game to keep myself ready.
Yeah. What are your personal goals for this season?
My personal goals is to get better. I didn't really get that many varsity, starts or snaps throughout my sophomore year. I was a part of the team, but I didn't start, and that affected me a little bit. I didn't really worry about, certain things that I need to worry about now. And I feel like for me to just take it and slowly lean into it and learn and be able to adjust to things and just listen to what the coaches are telling me to do, that it'll be a lot better for me. But compared to how I used to play, I only got so many snaps, so there was a lot more energy out of me. And I feel like now I'm going to have to learn to conserve my energy a lot more and, just control myself a little bit more than I used to.
How do you feel about the team chances this year?
I feel like we're gonna do good. We're we're struggling in some areas, and it'll show in those scrimmages. If you were there, it showed in those scrimmages, and you really saw it. But I feel like everybody's working together now. We're on the same page, and everybody's gonna hop on the train, and we're gonna keep on rolling.
Which games are you most looking forward to and why?
Uh, I'm looking forward to this game Friday. A lot of talk between us. Really looking forward to this Breckenridge County game because they just, Breckenridge County, they like to run their mouth a
They
little
do.
bit too. I look forward to, the Seneca game because, I did a lot in that Seneca game last year and I got some unfinished business I need to take care of. And then, just a lot. I mean, these games, they're all very important to me, but, some are more than others.
Yeah. Uh, what has the team been focusing on during practices to prepare for the season?
We've been focusing a lot on the offensive line because a lot of these guys, I mean, you know, let's see, like, Carter, he went down. We had to find a new center, right? Then you got Winston Woosley, he goes down, and we got to find, a new tackle. And it's just, we've had to pull in a lot of guys, a lot of new guys that are, less experienced, like our right guard, Elijah Stevenson. I mean, he's a freshman, come up, he's a big, strong kid for his grade. And you just got to be able to teach him some stuff that he doesn't know. And I mean, it's not just having to teach the younger guys. It's us having to work better as a team up front. We have to become, more apparent to our weaknesses and strengths together in order for us to be a lot better than we were last year.
Mm-hmm. Are there any new strategies or plays that the team is excited to implement?
I mean, yeah, we got a few new plays. I can't go in too much on them because I don't want those little Breckenridge County kids in here listening about our playbook. But we
Yeah.
got a few new plays that I feel like are going to work. I got faith in Coach Jones and Coach Embry and all their hard work they do for us, and I got trust that their plays that they're trying to put us in will do some good for us.
Who do you think will be the team's biggest rival this season? Well, we might have already
The team's
answered that
biggest
one.
rival.
Yeah, but we might have already answered that because there's two. Because you have
All right,
Breckenridge.
that's going to be a good
Wait a
game.
minute, we just lost connection again. I don't know what's going on with this. It's been messing up. Okay, we're back. It's been going in and out. Uh, Roger Lush has a question. Uh, how's the offensive line coming along?
We're coming along fine. Like I said, we got Elijah Stevenson up there, Maddox Anderson. I mean that kid. He's just, he's real strong. I mean, you might see him on film, think, he ain't gonna be, but he'll give you some problems on your defensive line. We got Corbin Gary, big tall kid, great guy. And then we've got at center, we've got Corbin at center. We've got Maddox out at tackle. You got me and you got Caleb. Caleb, he's seasoned. He played
Yeah.
last year. He was, and he's gonna, do it as expected. And then you've got me, which is the biggest question is mentally. I need to get a little bit better, but I feel like once we all start stepping in the right direction, we're gonna be really good.
Um, how have you and your teammates been working on the team's chemistry?
This offensive line and some of the skill positions, we have all, over the off season, we were working out together. We had off season workouts together. After school, we'd hang out. In the summer after practices, we'd go swimming, and we hang out together all the time. We try to lift each other up, care for each other.
What do you believe is the team's biggest strength this year?
I feel like our biggest strength is the ability to find, good and some bad times. At the people could say at the scrimmage, they got up so ahead, it was like we had gave up, but we still had some fight in us that we wanted to give out. I mean, Trig Payne gets in there in the fourth quarter of the scrimmage last Friday against their JV, and he takes off 50, 60-yard touchdown as a quarterback. I mean, then you turn around there in the third quarter. I had several pancakes, and Maddox Anderson had several pancake blocks. I mean, it's just we're able to find a way to keep going, even if we're tired. We're gonna keep going.
What challenges do you anticipate facing this year, and how are you preparing for them?
I mean, some challenges I think that I'm gonna face is my mental mistakes. I just, sometimes it's hard for me to remember things, and I get really iffy on plays sometimes. But I've been getting a lot better, and I feel like the more I keep working at myself mentally, I'm gonna be tougher and better, and able to do a lot more for this team.
Are there any younger players on the team who you think might have a breakout this season?
Oh, good lord, Elijah, he's gonna be a great player. As long as he keeps his head going in the same direction it's going right now, he's gonna be a great player. Jet Hawkins, dude's going to be a good wide receiver. He's fast. I mean, he's just a crazy player. I mean, Matthew McAllister, I mean, he's fast. I mean, I think he's faster than Jet. But at corner, if Matthew could, learn to keep deep a little bit more and do his best at some things, Matthew, he'd be unstoppable. And then you got Camden Cornwell in there at linebacker. I mean, he knows everything. It's easy for him to remember. And we got Evan Hasty at the end. I mean, the kid's a dog. He's like 6'2", 6'3", fast. I mean, he's a dog. And then you've got Jordan Hudspeth. He's a really really good guy. He helps us out a lot, keeps us ready for practice. and if you don't hit him hard enough, he'll tell you to hit him harder.
Um, how do you stay motivated and focused throughout the season?
I I like to think about my past errors and my previous seasons with the team. I like to think about the things that I was supposed to improve on. Some things that I might not be the best at. I like to think about those and use those as motivation for me so I can get better while I progress through the season. Such as like, watching through film from other games to see what I've done wrong. I like to correct my errors and find out what things I could do better. Even if it's not against the same opponent, I like to compare people and how they move, and I like to study, what I do wrong and what I do the best.
What role do you see yourself playing on the team this year?
I mean, honestly, Winston Woosley, he's a leader. I want to be a leader just like Winston, and I want to help lead this team to another championship. But I've got some things I need to work out. I see myself, trying to help people that need help, try to make everybody better. I want to be the guy that uplifts everybody, and keeps everybody motivated to keep going.
Uh, how do you handle the pressure of balancing academics and football?
I mean, between school and football, you gotta be able to make good grades to play football. So your academics, they have to come first. Like Coach Jones says, you have to keep good grades in order to play on the field. So if you love the game, you got to do the grades and do school. And I mean, it's hard to balance it for some people, especially with it being your junior year. It's going to be the hardest year in your junior year, is what I've been told. And I feel like as long as I pay attention in class and I stay focused and I don't goof off or do some stuff that will cause me to get distracted, I feel like I'll be able to maintain some grades and be able to balance it pretty well.
Um, what has been the most significant change in the team since last season?
The most significant,
Yeah.
I mean, significantly, it's just us losing, Sawyer and them. That really did hurt us, and not as like a team strength. I mean, yeah, I mean they were really good. Sawyer, he's playing at Kentucky Wesleyan. Matt, he went off to the Marine Corps. Braden Mudd, I don't even know where that man is, but he's somewhere. And then you got
Yeah.
Weston, who had a bunch of scholarships, and I'm not sure on his road either. And then you
I
got
think,
Jake Lasley. I mean, he was everything and come back, and I know he's working out in some other states. But
yeah.
I feel like not only were those guys, some people that would, you know, tell you when you were doing wrong and lead the team. I feel like those guys were some pretty good friends too.
Yeah.
The room always changed around, and you could always enjoy talking to them.
Yeah. Because I know Weston's going to Western Kentucky, I think. Then Cole's down there too, Cole Snyder.
Yeah.
What messages do you have for your teammates as you head into the season?
We just gotta keep our head on a swivel and prepare for every game and everything that comes next. Because if we let up, everything's gonna catch up to us, and we just got to keep a momentum. We got to start a momentum and keep it, because as that momentum stops, that's when mistakes start happening. So I just think we all need to get locked in and ready for this season.
Mm-hmm. I want to I want to thank everybody for tuning in for the Cody Show. Join me Friday night if we win. We'll talk to Will and probably a couple other players if we win about how the game went and everything this Friday. I want to thank y'all for tuning in here to the Cougar Talk for our first show here on my Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, and Twitch as well.